Hello guys, I am here at GenCon 2016 at Gray Fox Games' booth, and we're going to talk about London Dread, a cooperative game that looks extremely interesting. I'm here with Jared. He's been doing the game, he's showing it off. Jared, thanks for joining us.
Oh, absolutely, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Tell me all about London Dread, right? So it's a cooperative game and it has an app as well.
Yes, London Dread, it's a Victorian horror asymmetrical cooperative real-time game. What the real-time aspect is you are on a timer. You have 12 minutes, you and your team. You're a team of investigators in old Victorian horror England, and you're going around the city, you're investigating the city, because what you're doing is you're playing inside of a story. So what you're looking for are plot points in each story. So you're flipping over cards on the board, and that's investigating the city, and as you find plot points, then you have a stack of plot cards, and you put them on the board, and then part of that 12-minute time frame after you find everything is we have a clock programming mechanic. So you have a clock, and it's set up to where each district of the city, north, south, east, and west, has 6 spaces. And then what you're going to do is you have 2 sets of numbers 1 through 6. So you and your team are going to have to coordinate back and forth about, okay, we start in the west at 6 a.m.
Wow.
So at 6 a.m., you are good to go to west 4 because your icons match the icons there, and you're best for that thing. So 6 a.m., west 4, that's where I'm going. So part of that 12 minutes and part of the craziness is you have to coordinate everything about the city, because any cards that you leave on the table, whether you flip them up or not, because you don't have to flip up every card, it's going to add dread to the dread counter at the top. And the more dread you have, the harder the final antagonist is at the end of the session.
Wow.
So it's very important to manage what cards you're flipping over and make sure that you're able to get as many of these challenges out of the way.
So you said there's plot points that you're revealing along the way. Is there a singular story that's being told? Is there different stories every time you play?
There is an overall story arc, and in the base game it's going to come with 4 small stories that make one story arc. And the story actually plays out through the game as you're going through completing all the challenges in different ways depending on whether or not you pass the challenges or not. So if you failed the challenge, it's going to be that part of the story. If you pass, it's going to be another, and then there's even another part where if you do very, very well and you just completely crush that challenge, there's another story on top of it. So it could go a few different ways.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and it's set up to where it's replayable. Even if you know how the story goes, it's set up to where you can pull it out and play it multiple times and keep it going with your game group.
And so it has an app as well, right?
It does. It has a companion app. We designed it. What the companion app does is it reads the story to you in the beginning, at the start of each session. It keeps the timer on, so it keeps track of it, and it plays music, and it also plays some of the sound effects in the background, so you'll hear like rain, people walking around. It really sets the atmosphere.
Wow.
So it's not something that's necessary for the game, but it does come with the game if you wanted to create a little more atmosphere, because something we wanted to focus on was to have a lot of theme in the game. And it just really kind of brings it all together.
Well, I certainly noticed that you appear to be out of London Dread right now, which is a great sign.
Yes.
And you've been doing some demos, I know. Tell me, how's the game been received? Do you feel that tension among people who come in to demo and play this game?
Yes. Everybody that's come in and played the game so far at the convention, and even when we were doing the prototype testing over at Dice Tower Con earlier, everybody loved it. They said that they loved the cooperative aspect. They love how it felt like you actually had dread setting in, because you're like, okay, we started, we got 12 minutes, and then check the timer, you're like, oh, we have 3 minutes left, and I haven't programmed anything.
Go.
And it's go. And it's crazy. And I think we've done such a good job bringing it together and making everybody feel very tight, and it forces teamwork. It's great. Because I know that sometimes you get in a game group and somebody does, it's like, I'll let you guys do everything. It's like, no, you're part of the team. You got to do this.
Wow.
So it's been very well received.
Well, Jared, what's your favorite part of this game?
My favorite part about this game is probably the programming aspect. It really plays into, it rewards you for doing very well coordinating with your team. So it's nice to communicate, like I need you to go here, I need you to go with me. And it's just really cool. The game components itself looks absolutely gorgeous. I think that entire mechanic of the game is just beautiful to me.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Jared.
Thank you so much.
This is Gray Fox Games, London Dread. Check it out, guys. We're here at GenCon 2016. We got more coming. Stay tuned.